All right, we are live, and my laptop cuts off the second we go live. All right, let me get in here. All right, what's going on, y'all? This is Aaron Mallory, aka Mr. Let Go. I had some issues on with a whole bunch of Wi-Fi stuff, so I wasn't able to go live on YouTube for a while. But today we're going to talk about saying I gave my all or I give my all in relationships is the dumbest thing a woman can ever say in life. So, as you guys come in, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to drop a comment and say, hey, let me make sure we good and everything looks right. All right, cool. All right, so first thing I want to say is a lot of the things that you have been taught may be extremely detrimental to your future. Okay. And at the end of the day, is your future and it's up to you. But sometimes people don't necessarily know how to change their future or change their present because they don't realize that their programming or the things that they learned from their friends or family members is actually wrong. So what's up, Persian Princess? The audio is very low. Oh, okay. No. What about this one? I thought you were talking about this one. Got you. I'm glad you said that. I'll fix that later. How's the audio on this one though? So is the audio good on this live? We're going to talk about this right here. I'll worry about the other stuff later. So a lot of women may think saying she gave her all or she gives her all, is a normal thing. But what you may not know is as men, because I'm speaking as a man, we don't give our all to almost any of our relationships. I'll say it again. As men, we barely ever give our all to our relationships. And there's a real reason why. It's not that we're terrible people. It's not that we're selfish. It's a good reason why. So, does anybody know why it is a fact that the typical man does not give his all in relationships? And why do you think women do give their all in relationships? Because this is important. This can literally change your whole scope of the way you view men and women. Anybody on Instagram, y'all want to take a crack at it? Why do you think men don't give their all in relationships? Or why do you think women always give their all in relationships? Because it's an easy way of seeing this. But if you've never heard of it, you've never thought about it, you may not know. So they don't want to. Really? They don't want to. That's it. Okay. I'm okay with they don't want to, because you're right. They just don't want to. But I want you to think about, all right, somebody says ego. Men don't, hold on. Men don't give their, they don't give their all because they're just testing first. Okay. All right. Comments are coming a little fast, but this is the reason why. One, is not good for a woman to always say or always give her all in relationships, and why men don't. Because it's really simple, y'all. Because he's too busy spreading his attention between several women. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. The reason why men do not give their all, almost never, is because you don't deserve his all. See, A man's all is precious to us. As men, we focus, okay? Women don't really focus. Women think they can do all these other things all at one time. We're not wired to do this. We're not wired to just do this, do that. No, you can be focused on kids and work and trying to be the best at your and give your all at home. We're not wired to do that. And it just doesn't make sense to do that. You know, like if you just, somebody said mommy issues, a man not giving his all has nothing to do with his mom. Yes, women are careless, 100%. Women are extremely careless. They just do stuff. And there's no reasoning why they just do stuff, right? We don't just do stuff, okay? The reason why women give their all, I'm gonna get back to men. The reason why women give their all is because they just do it. Because there's no rhyme or reason why women do the things they do. They just do shit. And that's the problem. We don't just do stuff. Why? Because it makes 0 sense to do it. Diamond B said, women do all this goofy stuff and then they turn around and cry about when things don't go their way. That's what I'm saying. Why are you crying? Simply because it didn't go your way. But at the end of the day, if you had a systematic or strategic reasoning and mannerism on how you do something, you wouldn't be crying. It wouldn't be falling apart all the time. So our lives don't fall apart as much as women's lives do because we don't just do stuff. So going back to why men don't give their all, it's because it doesn't make sense. And we know this. See, in a lot of cases as men, we just be in relationships. One, we're looking to see if this woman is the right woman for us. And the things that she gets from us has to be earned. Okay. And you earn a man's love, you earn a man's attention, you earn a man's whatever, not by doing all of this stuff, not by giving your all, but by following him. See, the reason why y'all do all this goofy stuff is because you don't want to follow the man. You want the man to follow you. So what you do is you take a whole bunch of stuff that you're doing and you put it in his face and say, all I've done for you, you now owe me what I want. What do y'all think? Am I crazy? You want to wash my clothes, cook my food. You want me to, in some type of way, start depending on you so I won't be able to live without you. You want me to need you before I need you. Let me need you on my own. Let me see what you have to offer by you just being. And next thing you know, guess what? I'll need you. But you try to invoke my need for you by doing all this extra stuff. You start looking at yourself as helpful. You start looking at yourself as handy. I don't need all that stuff. I want that stuff. I don't need nobody to cook my food. I don't need nobody to wash my clothes. I don't need nobody to clean up behind me. I don't need that. That is something that is nice to have, but I don't need that. So you do all these things in order for you to feel like, or for me to feel like I owe you something back. And Alon says he didn't ask for that. And that is my point. None of us ever ask for your all. Unless the guy is a loser. I'll say it again. The only man that asks for your all verbally is a man that is a loser. Because the real masculine men, the busy men, the men that have things going on for themselves, we ain't got time for you to be in the way. See, when you give a man your all, you're like all in the way. You're like, the microphone is like in my face. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're just too much. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs that. Like, we want you to sit down somewhere. Go somewhere else and sit down. A busy man, a man that has things going for himself. But a man who doesn't do anything or have anything going for himself, I don't know, isn't building, I guess he may want you to do all that stuff. But a man that has a lot of the things going on, you are in the way. Okay? Like, I need to be able to see y'all. Right? I need to be able to see y'all. What if I had stuff just in the way? You'll be like, yo, I can't see your face. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Instagram also. Right? So I can't have all this stuff in my face when I'm trying to work. Men need to work. So we aren't going to make our whole lives about you, because we have to provide for not only us, for you, for your little big headed kids. We got stuff to do. So at the end of the day, you giving us your all is annoying, and it gets annoying even in the later parts of the relationship, because you actually start expecting us to reciprocate. Y'all love to say, I want him to reciprocate. We don't want to reciprocate. Okay, everybody on YouTube, on Instagram, come over to YouTube right now. I just want to let y'all know I'm on here, because I haven't been on here in a while. So I need everybody on Instagram right now to go to MrLetGo on YouTube. Go to MrLetGo on YouTube. So I'm using my other phone. But in 2 minutes, I'm cutting this off. So go over to YouTube, because we about to get into some solutions. So, all right, cool. What's up, Kim? Go to YouTube. Because I know y'all just going to sit here. So go to YouTube. And everybody on Instagram, everybody on YouTube, can you please hit the like button? And if you don't see the like button, all you have to do, that means you're in the chat. So if you're in the chat, you don't see the like button. So it's a little arrow at the top of the chat that you're looking at. Hit that button. It'll go up, and then hit the like button, and then hit the arrow again, and you come back in. Appreciate you, LaToya. So, all right, yeah. Everybody go to YouTube right now. You got 1 more minute. Go to YouTube. We about to have some fun. Everybody go to YouTube and make sure to hit the like button. The likes are low. We got to start all of this back up as far as getting people used to going on my YouTube channel. Because for those who don't know, I used to do Aaron After Dark 3 times a week or something like that. So I'm trying to start that back up. Got all of my lighting. We good. So I'm about to shut this down in 30 seconds. Everybody on Instagram, look for MrLetGo on YouTube right now. 10 seconds. Well, 20 seconds. Come on. Let's go. All right. LaToya says, so why won't men tell these women what they want so that she's not doing a bunch of unnecessary stuff? I like that. All right. What time is AAD? Can you go over to YouTube? I don't know I can't recognize your name. Can you just go to YouTube? Stop asking questions. Go to YouTube. So 10 seconds. Go to YouTube. People coming on. I'm cutting this off. Go to YouTube. MrLetGo on YouTube. Cutting this off. All right. So back to what we were talking about. Okay. So I got a couple points because it sounds like y'all kind of like understand what I'm saying. All right. So let me answer Alon's question first. Alon says women do that because she's trying to get the man. Men already know what they want from a woman when they first meet. I could be wrong, but that's what I hear from guy friends. And she also says, so why don't men tell these women what they want? Because, Alon. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Latoya. Because, Latoya, stop worrying about what we want. See, we'll ask for something that we actually want. Like when we want sex, don't we ask for it? Right? Start rubbing on your butt, doing whatever, trying to get you to, be in a mood. Right? See, you want us to want you. That's the problem. I'll say it again. You want us to want you. Instead of just being yourself and we naturally start wanting or liking you. Do you see the difference? And if you don't, let me know. Because I might not be explaining it properly. But you want us to want you. Therefore, you start doing a whole bunch of unnecessarily scary stuff in hopes that we want you, or we do whatever it is that we want to you or for you. But at the end of the day, sit down somewhere. Because that is the thing. We want you to sit down, be feminine, and just chill out instead of doing all this stuff. That's so true. I wanted to help my man do a bunch of stuff, and he was like, chill out. I'll ask you when I need you. Now I'll just sit back and chill. See what I'm saying? So, say I meet a woman, right? And we're just talking and stuff, and she's like, yo, I give my all in relationships. Do you know what that's telling me? That's telling me that you just have a habit of giving your all to every damn body. And that's not attractive to me in any type of way. You know why? Okay, let's do this. Who can say, like, put in the chat, why is a woman saying I give my all in relationships unattractive to a guy? I want to hear what y'all got to say. And make it so bad. If you guys want to come up, invite, here it is. If you guys want to come up, like, you guys can come up. If not, it's cool. But just in case you guys want to ask and talk about this, we can do that too. She doesn't have much going on in her life. She says maybe, and then Quintina says maybe that's the way they show love. That's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. It means she's about to be doing the most. Giving is masculine. Yes, yes, yes. Latrell, yes. Giving is masculine. Look, after watching this, after this is over, please go watch my other video where I talk about how giving is masculine. Okay? So, oh man, I'm so glad you brought that up. Giving is hella masculine, y'all. It's hold on. Is this video right here? Just look for this light blue. I got a light blue sweater on. You probably can't see this. But giving is masculine, y'all. And this is the thing that y'all weren't taught when you were a child. You don't know that giving is masculine. So this is the answer, y'all. Just speaking as a man. Hearing a woman I'm talking to or dating tell me that she gives her all in relationships tells me that there's nothing left for me. What have you preserved for me? Because if you give your all in relationships and you're 35, is there anything left? That's kind of nasty. I don't really want a woman who has given her all to everybody. That means it's a habit. So when you get around me and you're just giving your all, just doing all this stuff, it's not because you like me or love me or want to be with me. No. It's just your habit of doing it. I don't want you loving me as a habit. She has no boundaries. Exactly. Persian princess. Right. You have no boundaries. You have no standards. You're just like a machine. The second something falls down, boom, things go down this way. Like, I don't want to be like a machine doing this. No, I want to be a person. Okay, somebody says it's who you are. Well, stop being that because we don't want that. Hold on, Trina. Okay, Trina, sexy smile one. Trina, nobody cares that it's who you are. If it's something that we don't like, we're going to leave you and you're going to find yourself single again. Y'all wonder why some of y'all are single. Because y'all think you think you're going to impose who you are and what you want to do on me and think I'm supposed to like it just because, oh, that's who I am. Well, stop, because nobody wants it. So Trina, my point is this, because I'm not telling you not to be yourself, but that's not who you are. That is what you do. See, I think one of the biggest issues that I see with a lot of women, you don't know the difference between who you are and what you do. There's a difference. Who are you? Are you clothes washing? Dishwashing? Are you a dishwasher? Is that who you are? You a sex doll? What are you? No, that's what you do. You have sex with your man. You cook his food. That's dope. But if that's who you are, I'll just get a maid. Because that means you don't have any substance. Like, who are you intrinsically? Because if you're this person that's just doing chores out of habit, you're just a damn robot. Okay, Trina says, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that's who some people are because I get what you're saying, but it's not who you are, Trina. You don't understand, and it's not just you, it's women. Women don't understand the specific difference between what you do and who you are. Do nothing until invited to. Facts, Alon. Exactly, and that's all I'm saying. You can't just run around doing something expecting something to happen. Did it happen the last time? Did the last guy marry you? Did the last guy get on one knee and marry you? After you washed his clothes and gave him all kinds of ass and cooking for him and living with him and all this other stuff. No. And this is one of the problems. because now we're about to really go deep, okay? A lot of black women grew up in a single parent home, so they don't value themselves, looking for love anyway. That's a 100% fact. But let's go a little deeper into this single parent household system that y'all grew up in that has caused y'all to be these single parents, even when you don't have a child. I'll say it again. Some of y'all are single parents before y'all even have a child, because your mentality, because your mom was a single parent, so all you know how to do is be a parent, and you ain't even got no kid yet. So you just like a zombie, like, oh, I need to be a parent, but I need somebody to blanket me so I can get pregnant. Oh, you're like a zombie looking to eat somebody's brains or something. You're just like, oh, I'm a mother. Oh, you don't know what else to do with your life but to be a mother, but you ain't had a kid yet. Because your identity is a mother, but you ain't even have kids yet. So before y'all had kids, your identity was a single mother before you even had your kids. You just fulfilled your own prophecy of being a single mom because that's all you were taught to be. And let me say this, y'all, because this is sad. And this is the reason why I'm against the whole single mother stuff. And I'm trying to stop the cycle, because a lot of you were raised by a single mother. So that's all you know. Especially if you had siblings. If you were raised by a single mother and you had siblings, you spent the majority of your time, and let me know if I'm wrong in the chat. You spent the majority of your time doing chores for your mother. True or false? Right? True or false in the comments in the chat. Did you spend the majority? All kind of ass, right? Did you spend the majority of your young life doing chores for your mother or for your siblings? Second question, did you spend the majority of your life mothering and taking care of your siblings, if you had siblings? All right, I got a lot of truths. I was mothering my mother. There we go. That's what I'm saying. So two different things, or both things at the same time. A lot of you who have been raised by single mothers spent the majority of your life doing one of two things or doing both things. Doing chores for your mother, right? Or, because it could be both, mothering your siblings. Telling your siblings to pick up behind themselves, especially if you had a brother. Telling people what to do. Telling on your siblings. I'm going to tell mama. You spent the majority of your life catering to somebody else in some type of way emotionally. Your focus was on somebody throughout your whole life. Either mommy, oh, let me see what mommy doing. Oh, what you need, mama? Oh, cook me this, do this. Okay, mama, what you want, more seasoning? Oh, or either your brother, you're like just honed in on your brother everywhere he goes. Pick this up. Your mama going to say something. Say, where you going? Did you do this? Did you do your homework? I'm gonna tell mama. Put this up. And you wonder why you are in relationships and you're doing one of these two things or both of these things. You're honed in on your man. Hey, what you doing? Hey, pick up behind yourself. Hey, where you going? Why you don't have a life of your own, because the second you get with a guy, you're like, honed in on him. No, who the hell wants that? I don't want nobody watching me everywhere I go. I get up, you're like, you're like one of them little, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Sit down. Who wants that? I want no one picking up behind me, asking me shit all the time. Leave me alone. but it's all you know how to do. Okay, Famiko says, how do you break that? The way you break that is changing your belief system. And changing your belief system, because the thing about it is, changing your belief system isn't as hard as you think it is. Changing your belief system is just simply saying, like, all right, me being this, like I told you, after this video is over, make sure to go watch the other video I did. It's called How Being a Giver or a Natural Nurturer Can Be Keeping You Single. Okay. So for everybody watching this, after this video is over, I did a video. It's going to be right next to this one because I did it yesterday. No, I did it 3 hours ago, actually. I posted it. It's called How Being a Giver or a Natural Nurturer Can Be Keeping You Single. Because that's a very important video to watch. Okay. So after that, watch that. Because this is a belief system thing, y'all. You thinking I give my all to somebody is cute. It's annoying. What y'all don't realize is y'all are annoying because you just can't sit down. So going back to how do you break that is once you realize that this is something that is counterproductive and you want to put it down emotionally, now you start seeking out ways to pick something new up. Okay. But first, you have to put down your old belief system. The independent woman belief system, I understand, is a part of how you survive. But in order for you to become a woman that is open to being in a marriage and being happy and being with a man, you have to put down the independent woman stuff. You have to put down the ideology of I'm a giver. Nobody wants that. You have to put down the ideology of you give your all to everybody. Nobody wants that. Because here's the bottom line, y'all. We don't give our all to anybody because they haven't earned it. And a lot of times as men, and I'm going to get back to how to fix that. A lot of times as men, we just be in relationships because we just enjoy sex on a normal basis. We like the woman, we enjoy the intimacy, but we don't really want to be with you. See, y'all look at things long term, short term. We look at things short term, long term. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all look at things long term, short term. We look at things short term, long term. Does anybody understand what that means? I'll give y'all a second. Does that make sense to you? Women look at things long term, short term, and men look at things short term, long term. What this means is you want a man to marry you, but you do all this stuff that the last woman did, and you know the last woman did because your homegirl did it, your best friend did it, your coworker did it, your cousin did it, your sister did it, your mama did it, your auntie did it. So you aren't necessarily you. You are these other people that you are emulating. And that is a short-term way of operating. Because what happens is when the other people that are all in your head, all these different ways of doing things, girl, the women at the hair salon don't know what the hell they talking about. Your homegirls don't know what the hell they talking about. You're surrounded by women who don't know what the hell they talking about. And what happens is you are them. But you want a long-term commitment with a guy, but you aren't necessarily yourself. So that's what I mean by women want long-term by doing something short-term. I want to know who you are. I want to know how you feel, not what you were taught. So what ends up happening is we like the woman that you are portraying yourself to be because you are acting like other women. The way you talk, the way you act, the majority of you act like other women. And we all, as men, have types. So we date a woman that is a certain type, and most likely she acts like other women. Once we realize who you really are, which is a woman that isn't like other women, you're actually yourself, we make a decision on whether we want to be with you or not be with you. And sometimes it's like, I don't like that. But we would have known that we didn't like you if you were yourself in the beginning. We wouldn't have wasted your time. A lot of times y'all waste your own time because you're spending so much time trying to be like what somebody told you, be like what somebody taught you, but you're not yourself. Like, as an example, right? I don't like cooking. But say I get with a woman that I'm like, yo, I just want to impress her. And she likes men who cook. For a certain amount of time, not saying it's right or wrong, we're just making an example, okay? For a certain amount of time, I may act like I want to cook, even though I don't like cooking, right? To get her. But at some point, I am not a person that likes cooking. So what ends up happening is I'm going to get a little bit exhausted being this cooking type of guy. And I'm just going to stop doing it. And she's going to be like, you changed. You're not the same Aaron that you used to be. What she doesn't realize is I was never that person. I was portraying myself as somebody because I thought that would be somebody or something that would get you to want me. But now that we're together and I'm comfortable, I don't want to do all this shit no more. And the woman leaves me alone. That is the typical life of a woman. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. So that is how women look at long-term in a short-term way. A man is not going to want to be with you and marry you when you're just acting like the typical woman. If you just look at the women that you've been around, the women that you're friends with, none of them are married. All of them are single mothers. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And you're listening to them. Because I'm really about to get into something. I want to say this first. I want to talk about the other side because I'm going to get into something in a second. But the other thing about it is this. Men look at short-term, long-term. We get with this woman, get with that woman, get with that woman, get all these different women, right? Not all at the same time, but we get into situationships. Why? Because we're reserving and preserving our love because we don't love y'all, okay? We don't. A man only falls in love twice, maybe 3 times in his entire life. Okay? We ain't loving y'all. We just say it. So this means we're preserving ourselves. Okay? We're preserving ourselves for our wife. I'm not going to give my all to this woman, give my all to that woman, give my all to all these damn women. I'm going to be empty by the time I find a woman that I actually really want to pursue. So when we find a woman that we really, 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 really want to be with, we give our all in the beginning and we keep giving our all because we got to keep her. Some of y'all aren't worth keeping. So What the short term for long term philosophy actually looks like is I'm not going to be busting my ass and giving my all to all these women where I'm so exhausted of giving my all, where I'm not going to have the energy to give my all to the woman that I actually want to marry. So we're going to do a lot of short-term things for the long term. I'm not busting my ass for a woman that I don't want to marry. Or I'm not busting my ass for a woman that I don't know if I want to marry or not yet. I'm going to bust my ass for the woman that I want to marry, which means I'm preserving myself. See, if you just think about the typical woman, what is a woman preserving? Put in the chat, what is a woman preserving? Name one thing that a woman preserves for marriage. Nothing. I'm just going to answer because I know y'all ain't going to put it in the chat because it ain't nothing. Name one thing that a woman, the typical woman, preserves for her husband. Elon said should be her womb. No, she spits babies out for whatever dude that she's in a relationship with. She got 2 baby daddies. So no, not her womb. Come on, man. I want to see. What is the typical woman preserving for her future husband? Don't get quiet, y'all. Damn. Crickets. Her money? What? It's only exhausting if it's not what you are naturally. Love me for me, and I'll love you for you. Trina says she's preserving her loyalty. What? Her devotion. Okay, I want y'all to think about this. And this is something that's the issue with women. Y'all love just saying stuff. You wonder why men don't believe what you say? Because y'all just say random stuff, okay? So I'm gonna mess with Trina for a second. Trina is the #1 person in the chat who says, I give my all because it's who I am, right? And I was arguing with her saying giving your all is what you do and not who you are, right? Then she turns around and says, it's only exhausting for if it's not who you are naturally, okay? So she kind of like doubled down on the fact that she is, which I disagree with her, but whatever, this person that gives her all to everybody, right? And then she comes down and I say, ladies, what are you or do women preserve for her husband? And she says her loyalty and her heart. Trina, you giving your loyalty and your heart to all these damn people. You said it yourself. You said it's who you are. You give everything. Your devotion. Are you serious? You give your devotion according to you, according to what you said. I'm not even put words in your mouth. You said it yourself. You give your heart, your love, your devotion, your all to every damn body because it's who you are. You said that. So how can you turn around and say you preserve your devotion for your husband? Everybody gets your devotion according to you. So no, you're not preserving your devotion, your love, your loyalty to your husband because you give it away to everybody that you've been in relationships with, according to what you say. So here's the bottom line, y'all. Women don't preserve anything for their husband. Because to be honest with you, they don't think anybody's going to marry her in the first place. That's why women are so shocked when a man actually gets on one knee and she's like, because you're like, oh my God. Wait, is this a joke? I've literally seen situations where a woman was like, you joking? She's like, this is a joke, right? Because a lot of you are like, you want to marry me? Y'all don't really think you'll ever get married. So you give your all to whoever's in front of you. You go, she said, then Trina says, she triples down and says, I go hard for my family. He is not your family, Trina. See, this is what I'm saying, because we're about to get into some other things that I wrote down that's going to be helpful. He is not your family, Trina. He is just a dude that's having sex with you, Trina. So let's go back to what I said I was going to get to. All right. So the reason why women do all this stuff, because as a man, all y'all act the same. Okay. Y'all want to swear me and any other man up and down that we don't act this. Y'all don't act the same. All y'all act the same. That's the reason why all of y'all get treated the same. You talk to all your friends, people at the hair salon, don't all of y'all get treated the same? Because the easy way to tell if all y'all act the same, and if it's true, all y'all friends act the same? I mean, get treated the same? If you get treated the same way from your man as all these other women get treated by the same way by their men, it's because all y'all act the same. All of y'all are cookie cutter versions of women that we've dated before. But for some reason, other stuff that y'all been taught, y'all think y'all are so unique, but all y'all act the damn same. Okay, Lizzie says marriage is the end all be all. Okay, I get it, but when it comes to having kids, marriage is the end all be all, because you are supposed to bring kids into a married household, Lizzie. So unless you don't want to have any kids, it is the end all be all. Okay, but yeah, you were never taught. So this is the thing, y'all. Women have a habit. This is very important. If you want to write this down, feel free to write this down, because this is very important. I'm going into my notes now. One, every relationship does not turn into marriage. And we men know this, but all y'all don't know this. So why the hell are you going to treat every relationship the damn same, knowing that every relationship is going to turn to a marriage? Y'all are having all this hope. It's not about hope. A man kind of knows he's going to marry a woman way before he decides to marry her. So women have the habit of surrounding themselves with women that they can relate with instead of women that they can learn from. This is very, very important. Please write this down if y'all could. I'll say this again. Women have the habit of surrounding themselves with women that they can relate with instead of learn from. What this means is you surround yourself with women that have the same problems as you do, because y'all love empathizing with each other. Oh my God, yes, girl, yes, these men, yeah, I've been through the same thing. Oh my God, yes. Y'all just want to agree with each other so goddamn bad. Yes, 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 whatever. Yes. It's kind of sad. You spend your whole life wanting to relate with women to the point where you end up being around women that have the exact same problems as you do. So all of y'all are like, can't get yourself, can't get out of a paper bag. You ever put a box on the head of a cat and the cat is just like, the cat doesn't just sit here and be like, all the cat has to do is take his paws and be like, take the bag off the head, right? What is the cat doing? The cat is like, it's like backing up, trying to back away from the bag. It's just doing all this other stuff. It's like this. Instead of taking his paws and being like, so it's a whole bunch of women who have the same problem, but no solutions. And they all are like these cats, just like trying to get the bag off the head instead of being like, and this is the problem. And y'all look like these cats that have bags on y'all heads. See, going back to what I just said, women have the habit of surrounding themselves with women that they can relate with instead of surrounding themselves with women that they can learn from. If you spend more time focusing on surrounding yourself around women that you can learn from that don't have the same problems as you have, now you have a better life. You have a better opportunity to learn from other women. But women enjoy being right way too much. So you surround yourself with women that will help you feel better about yourself instead of surrounding yourself with women that will help you better yourself. You see the difference, right? You surround yourself with women that make you feel better about yourself instead of surrounding yourself with women who make yourself better, will help you better yourself. So you and your friends all have the same issues, same problems, and all y'all do is just regurgitate the same crap. Oh, girl, you need to do this. You don't know. Girl, you need to do this. She don't know. Y'all all got the same damn just issues. Same old damn issues. And y'all give each other advice on how to fix issues that you can't even fix. It's just the most ridiculous thing in the world. Go to the hair salon, hear women. Girl, you need to do this. Wasn't you just yesterday talking about the same problem? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a great advice giver, but you can't seem to follow your own advice. Put a 1 in the chat if you would admit that you're a great advice giver, but you can't seem to follow your own advice. What this means, you're not a great advice giver. You're just around a whole bunch of lost ass people who don't have nobody else's advice to take but yours. So they just sit here and just listen to you babble and they don't get nothing out of it. So the reason why you can't fix your own stuff, but you think you can fix somebody else's stuff, the other people, they're not fixing their stuff. They just don't want to tell you that they did not do it. Because another thing that women can't stand is when a woman gives you advice and you don't follow the advice. So the woman is going to lie and say, oh yeah, girl, I fixed it. Everything's good. She didn't do nothing. She got the same problem. She did not fix it. She's just lying to you because she doesn't want to sound like she didn't follow your advice. So all these women are following advice. They're not actually following the advice. They're just telling you that they did it and fixed it because they don't want to talk about it no more. But if you get around women who have different issues, now you can say, yo, I actually may have a solution to your issues because it's a different issue than the issue I have. And then they can teach you how to fix your issue because their issues are totally different than the issues you have. Because people have issues. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, being around people who are cookie cutter versions of you, or you're a version of another woman, and all of y'all are just, oh, I give my all. Oh my God. And none of it is working for any of you, and y'all keep doing it. What sense does this make? So, back to how to deal with this, how to fix this, how to become a better version of you. And I'm going to drop the link in here again. If y'all want to come up and have a conversation or ask any questions, the link is in the chat right now. The link is in the chat right now if you would like to come up and talk about this or ask about this, or your particular situation if you want to. So the answer to this is to, one, watch my other video where I talked about the difference between being a giver and being a receiver. That's the first thing to do. The second thing is change your circle of friends. All your friends are lost and don't know what the hell they're doing, and they're literally just getting high off of empathy. I'll say it again. You and your friends are just getting high off of empathy. It's like a whole bunch of crackheads sitting around smoking crack. Y'all are just empathizing with each other. Oh my God, what happened next? Oh my God, and he did what? Oh my God. These oh my gods are literally little drops of empathy. That's all of y'all are doing because y'all have the same problems. And then it's your turn. Oh my God. They're saying, oh my God to you. I'm like, he said this. Oh my God. What did he say next? Y'all are just trading empathy drops. Change your circle of women. Change the people that you're around. How about you try your best to get around men? And I know that's not easy, but at the end of the day, you have to not get rid of your friends, but just add some new people, add a new circle of friends. I have different circles of friends. So how do you do that? The how, which is trading a circle of friends, I have a coaching group. Now, some of you may say, you're a man. How can you help women be? I'm not here to help women be better women. But what I can do with these women, which we do in my coaching group, which is this evening at 8 p.m., what we actually do is we discuss what men actually want and how men actually think. And we also discuss what we're going to talk about tonight, how to change your identity. So first, what your identity actually presently is, what your identity was when you were a child, and what identity do you need to become in order to get whatever it is that you want in life. So the link ain't working. The StreamYard link ain't working. The StreamYard link is not working. Trina? Sounds like a few female friends. I tried to click the link. I'll put it here again. So you saying that the link isn't working? I'm waiting on Trina. She said she tried to click the link. Okay. I'll go back to what I was saying. Just giving me an option to report it. Can anybody click the link, or is it just Trina? I'm trying to think. Actually, hold on. Let me see. I'll get right here. The link the link is clickable, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you can do it. It works. Trina, it works. I just clicked it on my laptop. The link works, Trina. I don't know why it's not working for you. You just got to click the whole link. I don't know why it's not working, but I would love for you to come up. But I don't know why the link isn't working. But the first thing is, like I said, you have to change your belief system. And the way to change your belief system is to first change your environment. So it's kind of like living on one side of the city and then living on the other side of the city. People live like, okay, for example, you say you're a city person, right? You live in the middle of the city. If you were to move way out in the suburbs, you'll have different friends. You'll have a different environment. The interaction with people will be different. A lot of different things will be different once you change your environment from the city to the country or from the country to the city. So you have to change your environment and you have to change your circle of friends. If you have a whole bunch of friends and all they're doing is running around empathizing with each other and y'all have the same problems, y'all aren't getting anywhere. All right, Kim says, change your circle. I was given this advice many years ago and it changed my life. I've been married 17 years. You're giving great advice. Thank you, Kim. So, if you would like to join my coaching group, let me see. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. I gotta do the HTTPS stuff. So this may not work. What is the HTTPS part? Hey, Trina, you there?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Uh-huh. How are
Okay,
you?
so I'm great. So now that I'm listening, it seems like you're talking to women that are looking for marriage, that are looking for that type of commitment. Um, I I was more chiming on, just living in your truth and being who you are, being a loving, giving person without coming off as being desperate. Like you said, a person can only put up that facade for, a period of time, like for a person that's always, like when you first get a guy, you're cleaning up and things like that. But if that's not in your nature and you just naturally dirty, he gonna see that after a while. He gonna
Right.
come home, dishes dirty, clothes ain't washed, kids running around looking dusty, dishes, food not cooked. So I just wanted to give off the message to people that if you are a loving, giving person, like I was saying, I didn't mean to, sound contradictive, but I own a business and I go above and beyond for my clients. I give them discounts, I give them free things, I give out wigs, I do free giveaways, I go to the shelters, I
Oh,
give
we're talking about
gifts.
relationships. We're talking about
Right.
relationships.
But when you are that person, then that's just who you are. So for instance, like I said, and when I commented, I said, there's times where I have went out on dates and guys argue with me like, let me pay. And I'm like, every time we go out, you don't have to pay. Like I let me pay sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's because that's who they are. Some people give so much that they don't even know how to receive. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you guys have to let a woman love you guys too. Like you were saying,
No, Trina. What you don't understand is I'm letting you know the answer is no. Okay.
oh, okay.
The
Okay.
answer is no. All right. What women love to do is to talk about what men want. We don't want that. You can say it
But
backwards,
then you
forward.
hear, okay, so then what about the
Trina,
guys that
Trina,
go live and
Trina,
say,
Trina, Trina, Trina. Hold on 1 second, okay? Just hold on one
okay,
second.
okay.
Women love to just blurt out what they think or how they feel instead of just listening to what actually is happening. Okay, this is the problem with a lot of women. Y'all want to just talk so much, and I'm not saying you, but women love talking, and it's just a talk, da 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 da, and there's
But can I
no.
ask you a question?
Okay, ask a question.
What about the guys who feel like, they put a post like, I'm tired of the gold diggers, I'm tired of the woman that always got their hand out, that never give, that never show that love in return. You know what
Okay,
I'm
let's
saying?
start right there. Let's stop right there. A woman that has her hand out and she's a gold digger, that means she always has her hand out. I'm not saying have your hand out. I'm just saying be yourself. Like, as an example, a friend, one of the ladies in my coaching group, she said, I call this ideology being a cat, right? And I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, somebody says men are projectors and women are receptors. Right. So this woman in my coaching group, she was out somewhere, right? And she had a guy that was trying to holler at her, and then she had a friend that got drunk, right? So the guy that was trying to holler at her was like, yo, you need help with your friend? Like, help him to the car or something like that? The old her would have been like, no, I'm good. I don't need it. I got him. But in her mind, from my teaching, she said, you know what? I'm going to be a cat. And she was like, yes, right? He helped the guy to the car. He did all this and that. And then he took care of the issue. And now he gets an opportunity to spend time with her. And he feels like he kind of like saved the day for her. That's what we want. So that is not having your hand out. That is just getting out of the way. See, it's not about having your hand. Hey, can you give me this? Can you? No, it's about allowing a man to give you something. If your hair ain't fixed, I am aware your hair ain't fixed, right? So it's up to me to be like, yo, let me get your hair fixed. You don't have to say, hey, can you get my hair fixed? If your tires are bald, right? You don't have to say, hey, can you buy some tires for me? I'm going to recognize that your tires are bald. And if I care about you, I'm going to buy you some new tires, at least one tire or something. That's not you having your hand out. That's you being receptive to me providing and protecting you. Me buying you tires is not me providing. That is me protecting. Because if I care about you, I don't want you in an accident. Does that make sense?
No, it definitely makes sense, and I definitely can agree with that.
So the
But
hand
I was
out thing
raised.
isn't what we're talking about. It's just to being receptive. You don't have to have your hand out. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, I'm just basically saying that, I was raised to where as
Hold on
much
right
as
there.
you,
This is the problem. I was raised, but go ahead. Let's who were you raised by?
my parents.
Your mom and dad?
Yes, my mom, my dad, my brothers,
Okay.
and they spoiled me to death. I don't want any for absolutely nothing. However, I was also taught that as much as you receive, you have to be willing to give. You understand? In life, that's
Are
just how
you
life goes.
getting the stuff?
Some men want to feel like you said, a lot of men wants to feel needed. Let your man be a man. Let him provide, let him protect when you are in a relationship. However, it's okay to say, babe, you can take a day off and let me do for you. And that's why, some people
Well, that's
just,
an every now and then thing.
right.
I don't have a problem with every now and then you do something, you do this or whatever. You cook for
Okay, so
me,
then we
but
agree. Okay, so then I'm gonna agree with you then. Now we're on the same page because,
but
like I said
look,
in the comments, there's too many women out here that's on some give me, give me, give me.
Trina,
And it's
Trina,
like,
hold
what
on,
are you
Trina,
bringing to the table?
Trina. Listen,
Hmm.
listen. You said I am a giver.
I am.
Okay, that is not. That is a giver is somebody who does that stuff all the time, and that's the problem. I told y'all just talk. So
Mm,
that's not what you just said. So we're not in agreement. Okay.
okay.
If um I don't know, if I save somebody from drowning, does that make me a lifeguard?
Right. I get it.
Huh?
I get it. I get it.
If I get in a boxing ring, because I'm at a club and they have like boxing. If I get in a boxing ring and I'm like boom, 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 and I win, and then I box somebody the next day in a boxing ring, does that make me a boxer?
Okay. All right. You're right. Now, can I ask you one last question?
So one last thing. So in other words, you're a giver when you do it all the damn time. And you are a giver. You said it. So
I
that
definitely
means
am.
you do it all the damn time.
I do.
And that's all I'm saying. That is a problem for men. We don't want that because now it's a value thing. It's a self-worth thing. If all you feel like you can offer to me is we don't want that. Cooking, make sure to turn your back like YouTube down from in the background. Hey, Alon.
Hello.
Hey, so if all you feel like you can do is give, you're a giver, that is where your self-worth comes from. And I want you to know that it's important for your self-worth to come from you just being in a room. Does that make sense, Trina?
It definitely do.
So what you about to say?
The last question that I have for you is you said men needs to be needed. And I get that.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
want to
I
do
was
stuff for you instead of you doing stuff for us. We're not
right.
your
So
child.
now, okay, so life happens sometimes, right? Where, a man could get laid off, they could lose their job. With COVID, a lot of businesses closed and things like that. Now, if what you're doing, because I've experienced this with one of my friends, he was the breadwinner, he was the provider, he was the protector, and now he's fucked up, excuse my language, and now it's
Yeah,
to the
try not to
point.
cuss.
Yeah, sorry, you guys. And now he's messed up, and now it's like, who got my back? You know what I'm saying? Like, my girl can't even, give me some money to get on my feet, or, and
Wait,
things.
wait, 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 wait. Let me say this, Trina.
Uh-huh.
And every situation is different. But
Uh-huh.
I need to get out there and bust my ass some more because I'm gonna find another job. I'm gonna figure something else out. I'm gonna make some more money. I'm gonna do something. So yeah, I may need you to have my back to do this and do that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is still an every now and then thing. But if you need to take care of me, I've never had a woman take care of me
Right.
longer than a week or
I
a
mean,
day
I'm
or
not
something.
interested in taking care of no man because,
Well, no. You just said he got laid off. What that got to do with anything? Go get your ass out there and find another damn job. I've been laid off before. I went and found another job. I moved. I went from one. I found a job during the recession. I lost my great job. Right. I started moving furniture because I couldn't find a job. It was so bad in my city during the recession where I literally had to start moving furniture, and I loved it. Why? Because I was proud of myself that I found a job within a week later. It wasn't a job I wanted, but I was proud of myself for having a job a week later, and I'm doing something to put food back on the table. I wasn't married. It was just me. But at the end of the day, getting fired, none of that stuff matters. To a man, he's just going to get out there and do it. And I wasn't too proud to move furniture. I was making $28 an hour at my job. You think I was making $28 an hour moving furniture? No. But guess what? I was proud to get my ass up and do something. I shoveled smut at a job before. You think I want to shovel smut? I mean, when I say smut, I mean the dust that comes from machinery, and it's so fine where you blow on it and it'd be like that type of, it's like this like brake dust type of stuff. I used to shovel that. Like, it wasn't my job to shovel it, but I was at a job where it was happening and we had to take turns shoveling it to get rid of it in a factory. You think I wanted to do that? I was proud to do that. Why? Because I'm a man and I'm going to get my ass out here and figure it out. So I ain't had no woman take care of me. I got out here and did what I had to do, no matter what it was. I would have worked at McDonald's if I had to. because
But
I'm a
it's not
mate.
about a woman taking care of you. It's about a woman saying, you know what, babe, you looked out for me, or you was there for me, and I'm happy that I am able to now be there for you. I'm happy that I am in a
I got
position
it,
to
but
where I can give
it's
back.
still temporary.
Right. Yeah,
The
nothing
whole point,
longevity.
I get what you're saying, but remember, you're a giver. You do this all the time, and men don't like that. Okay.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
can jump in when I'm messed up and it's temporary, you cook for me temporarily, you wash my clothes every 3-4 months, cool. But if your value and your self-worth comes from you doing all this stuff, you're not worth much.
No, but see, and that's
Trina,
another
Trina,
thing
Trina,
you
I get what
said.
you're saying.
You made
Let's
a
hear from.
comment and you said if a woman is cooking for me, and washing my clothes and all of that, then I could, if that's all she got, then I could go get a maid. And I'm
Yes.
like, but right, but okay. So now I'm a business owner. I just bought my first house. I got 2 businesses. I'm a very successful woman. But at the same token, my life is an open book. My family knows, my friends knows,
What's
everybody
your point?
knows
What's your point?
Trina.
What's your point?
My point is that Trina gonna cook, she gonna clean. That's just who she is. And some people
For
is
your for
that.
your
So I
own
don't want a man to
for
look
your
at me
own
and be
house
like,
for a man.
I'm domestic. So I'm doing it for myself. I don't want a man to come and be like, oh, she cooked, she clean, I could go get a maid. No, that's who I am. You get what I'm
So if
saying?
you were dating a
I'm
guy,
not doing it to get a man.
listen,
I'm doing it because that's me.
Trina, we gotta have a conversation. Let's be both of us talking. So that means if you're dating a guy, would you be at his house cooking and cleaning?
Dating
She,
him? No. When I
you
talk
want to
about he
say
gotta
no
cook and
so
clean,
bad,
he gotta
but
cook
you
for me.
would,
No,
huh?
if we dating and he invite me over to his house, I'm not walking through the door picking up shit, cleaning up, picking up stuff, cleaning up
Whatever.
and cooking. No, no. He
Okay.
if he invited me over for dinner and stuff like that, I'm expecting him to be able to, cook the
Okay.
meal.
The question is, Trina,
Uh-huh.
remember, we're still on the same thing because I want to hear from Elon too.
Yeah, good.
Remember, the bottom line is, are you doing this stuff all the time? And you said yes.
No, so then don't misunderstand me then. Don't misunderstand me. If I'm walking through his door, no, I'm not doing that because I feel like, oh, this is I like a robot.
That's the
No.
whole point of the whole show.
Okay.
Do
All
you
right.
give your
So let
all
me
to
shut
a
up. All
man?
right.
And you said you
All
give
right.
your
I'm gonna
all
hang
to
up
a
then.
man, Trina.
All right, child. I'm gonna hang up. But I'm just letting you.
No,
I
you
just
can hang
want you
out.
to know,
Trina.
huh?
You good. You can hang out. You can hang out.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
All right.
what I'm saying is you're backpedaling on everything you said. But
No, because that's why I said I needed to
Trina, I
call
know
in so that way, because text messages could
Trina,
could
Trina,
mis
Trina, Trina, Trina,
misconstrue.
Trina. Just chill out for a minute, okay? Hang out, stay up here. Let me hear from Alon, and we can have a conversation.
Okay.
And why y'all have y'all screens off?
It's my day off. My only day off. I'm chilling.
Alon, you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Hey. So,
Hi,
what are your
hello.
thoughts on this?
My thoughts on, women, myself,
Uh huh.
recently I was in a relationship and I was doing a lot. He ain't
Okay.
asked for none of that. Um,
So you gave
and
your all to a guy?
pretty much I had his baby.
You had his baby?
I did, yeah.
Why?
Um,
You
it
don't know
happened.
why you had his baby?
I mean, it happened. Thought it was something more than it actually was, and obviously, it wasn't.
Well, you see, the thing about it is, somebody asked a while ago, how do you know if a man is the one or the right one? The answer to that is if he marries you. Like,
Right.
why ain't nobody marrying y'all? Like, if a man ain't marrying you, what the hell is y'all doing?
Yeah.
You having dudes babies and you washing clothes and cooking for what? Hold on, Trina.
What's up?
Can I mute you just for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. The thing about it is, y'all. Oh, that's you, Elon. Elon, what is there a clicking noise or something?
Oh, that's my charger. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes your charger might be swinging around.
Actually,
Okay.
no, it's still doing it. I just took my charger out.
Okay. here's the thing, Alon. That's very important. Doing all this stuff, having dudes babies, and all this other stuff. Where does this get you?
No,
See,
that's
the
not
key
me. I just
is,
muted it. It wasn't me.
it's okay. It's okay. Might be me. I don't know. But at the end of the day, just know this, Alon. The last woman did all this stuff. Okay? Same thing with you, Trina. The last woman did all this stuff. What makes you special? Cooking and cleaning? You think that makes a woman special? Don't you think the last woman did this? What makes you special, Alon?
To him, yeah, nothing. But I mean, I was in a relationship before, and like thinking back on it, I could say that I didn't do anything. Like I didn't cook. I mean, I did at my
Right?
house, but at their house, I'm not cooking. I didn't
Right,
clean.
right.
I was like, what? No, it's not my house. It's your house. You take care of your house. I already got a house to take care of. Well, I'm coming over here to
Right.
do that.
That's all I'm saying. Because the thing about it is, it doesn't mean a man is going to marry you if you do something. It doesn't mean a man's going to marry you if you don't do something.
Mm-hmm.
But the key is, your job is to just be yourself and not be doing all this stuff, because most relationships don't work out. Okay, the next relationship you get in, it may not work out. He may not marry you. It's just the way life is. Like, we just out here, and at some point things will work, some point things don't. But you can't be running around exhausting yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to be too tired by the time you find a husband. I'm not going to be giving my heart out and falling in love with every goddamn woman I meet. Who the hell got time for all that? That is reserved for the woman that I see as my wife. And I can't tell if you're my wife or not until we are dating a certain amount of time. Right?
Right.
So it's important for a woman to focus on being observant. Because you can't be doing all this stuff and then observe what he's doing. Right? What is he doing for you? And y'all can kind of do for each other, but at the same time, we just want y'all to sit down somewhere. So how did it work with the guy that you said you was dating? You wasn't doing anything.
I could say that he loved the mess out of me. But
he did what?
He loved me. Like I know that he truly, truly, truly loved me. He just wasn't where he wanted to be in life, and I could tell like it was beating him up and everything, and
So you left him alone, or he left you alone, or what?
I left him alone. I was 21 at the time. He was 25. I'm 27 now.
Okay. So what did you learn from there? You had a whole baby and all that stuff by him, right?
By the one I'm talking about, the one I did nothing for?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have his baby. The one I did nothing for.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So in the next relationship, how are you going to operate?
Pretty much, I'm just not going to do any of that, like what I was doing for my child's father. I'm not going to do anything really unless, I feel invited to do.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. Just know, doing all this stuff, giving your all, is not going to make a man want to marry you. He wants to marry you because of who you are and not what you do. Huh? What'd you say, Alon?
Right.
Say it again.
Weird.
You there, Alon?
Up, and I'm gonna try to get back in because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just come on back up. All right, Trina, you there? Let me unmute Trina. Trina, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Just listening.
Okay. So hold on, let me add her back up. Oh yeah, there's a lot of noise. Okay. So do you get what I'm saying, Trina?
No, I get it 100%, and I'm definitely aware of these things. You know, I'm not young. You know, I'm experienced, and I'm just at the point where I get it. I like the advice. You know, like I said, I may have chimed in and kind of misunderstood the message, but I definitely agree with you.
Mhm.
And like you said, a man is going to want to marry you because of who you are and not what you do. And
Right.
I 100% agree with you.
Hmm.
If that's who the person is and that's who she is, you know, she's a loving and giving person, you
Yeah.
know, she will be respected for who she is, you know, and
Right.
that's just who I am. Like, I don't go above and beyond because, oh, if I do this, he gonna want me and he gonna see I'm a real chick, or, you know,
Well,
no.
what if you going above and beyond is turning men off? What's the purpose of being in a relationship if you're just going to turn them off? What if that's the case?
Okay, so when I say going above and beyond,
Oh my
just
God.
just willing to just willing to be just willing to be there and willing to do. You understand? Being able to. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Cuz I'm not
I,
going to date a man that's not on my level anyway. So,
okay, I get what you're saying. I'm saying is, um, would you say you've given your all to everybody you've been in a relationship with?
I was myself. Yeah.
Okay, so some guys may see that as unattractive because in some type of way we want a woman that has preserved some fraction of herself for us, and if you're giving your all to everybody you've been with, that is not really attractive. It's almost like you've had sex with 200 men. It's somewhat the same thing, because I want to know, like, there's if it's some fraction of yourself that is still there and that is not exhausted. But if you're this exhausted person that you're giving your all to every man you've been with, I'm not even going to know if you love me or not, because this is just your habit.
That's what you do, right?
You rub my back. It ain't because you want to rub my back. It's because you just rub dudes' backs that you're having sex with. That don't make me feel any kind of way. Does that make
Right.
sense?
No, it makes 100. Yeah.
It's like if I go to a
I
strip
forget
club
the
and I
scripture in
take
the
a
Bible
stripper
where it says
home.
that. Hmm.
It's like if I go to the strip club and I start wifing up a stripper and the stripper dances for me all the time. In the back of my mind, I'm gonna be like, you know what? This ain't special. You just dance for everybody like this. So you gotta have some type of reservation of yourself for the woman. I mean, for the man that you actually end up marrying. That's all I'm saying. You know.
No, I definitely get it.
So Latoya says, what can we give a man that the next man didn't get? What do you think, Trina?
That's deep. I want to know. You got all the answers. Definitely answer that because I would like to know that too.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna give you a couple things. All right. Um, never make a certain dish for a guy.
Mm.
You can cook a man whatever, but never cook a man something else. Like if you have something that you love that tastes so good, never cook that particular thing for that man until he's gotten to the point where he looks like he wants to marry you, or until he marries you. So after y'all married, you're gonna be like, you know what? I saved this particular dish for you. I've never made this for anybody. Another thing.
Okay, I'm laughing because that I had an experience like that, and you talking about food, where
Okay.
I was talking to a guy. We were dating, and we were getting a little serious. And he came over, and I cooked for him. We had a disagreement, and I decided for us to go our separate ways and take a break. So I
Uh-huh.
started dating another guy or whatever, and me and this guy was getting a little serious or whatever, and you know, uh he travels a lot. He's in a life celebrity lifestyle, and he's always away. And uh he flew in, I cooked and everything, and the pictures. We took some pictures and stuff. So now my ex, he comes over and he's like, and my phone is out, and he's grabs my phone. He's looking through my archives, and he's like, "Oh, you cooked for him. Oh, that's the worst thing you could have ever did. I feel so betrayed." And I'm like, "It's
But do
food.
you see
Like,
how it
what?"
made him feel?
Yeah,
Do
he
you
was
see
like,
how it made him feel?
"That's a fact." He is like, it's like I shot his mom's. Like,
So Trina,
I'm not
Trina,
dragging it, so I get it now.
that's what I'm saying.
I get it.
So
He
another
went
thing,
crazy.
listen, another thing that you can not do for other men, which is let them hit raw.
Oh, of course, that's A's. You guys
No,
that you can't get rid of.
stop lying.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that I've never
Listen,
had
Trina,
unprotected
listen,
sex,
Trina, just
but you don't
chill
have
for a minute.
unprotected sex with
Trina,
everybody.
can I talk for a second?
I'm listening. Yeah.
Letting a man hit raw would be something that you can say, I haven't let a man hit raw in 10 years, or I never let a man get this raw. So I'm reserving this for my husband.
Okay, that's respect.
And you might have a kid, right? So you can say, I haven't let a man be with me without a condom since my kid was born. Something like that, right?
Okay,
so now you're reserving something for your future husband. My future husband is the only man that is going to ever get this raw. No boyfriend. So that's something you can reserve for your man, even if you have a kid. Because all this abstinent mess, like, ain't nobody putting up with that mess. But if you say you can never I'm never taking the condom off ever again in life until I'm married. So if I die alone, I'm never going to know how sex feels without a condom again. I'm going to die not knowing or not remembering how it feels to have sex without a condom, because this is reserved for my husband. If I don't get married, it is just what it is. You reserve that for your husband.
That's respect.
Know what I'm saying? Don't give a man access to your butt. What? Don't let a man play with your butt. And you say, if a dude want to do that, be like, no. That's reserved for my husband. I just want to put tongue on. No, you can't touch it.
He can't even eat it.
No, you can't. He can't touch it, stick his finger in it, do nothing. You cannot. You don't have access.
Something that she like.
No, you gotta. You gotta marry me. You gotta marry me. No.
What if I don't want to get married? That's what I was.
Trina, we're not talking about you. We're talking about what can a woman. Okay. So back to Alon. Your phone's a little bit better now. You there?
Okay. Hi, I'm here. Is it
okay?
better?
So what do you think about that?
The no condom thing and no access to the butt. Yeah, I believe that. That's something that I actually practice.
Yeah, because it's not that hard, y'all. It's not really that difficult to come up with things that you can reserve for a man. And I'm not saying you never do it or did it. You could just say, I haven't done it since my kid was born. I haven't done it in 10 years. I haven't done it in 5 years. That gives a man a certain amount of respect. Never cook your favorite dish that you can really throw down in the kitchen for a man that hasn't married you. Be like, yo, I just want you to know there's certain things that I can cook that I'm never going to cook for you until you marry me. You're going to be like, yo, that's crazy. What is it? I ain't going to tell you.
So what I'm thinking is like,
I cook you some chicken, but that's it. But I ain't cook you nothing else because you ain't my so I'm going to show you that I can cook. But I ain't going to be running around cooking all this specialty stuff. I cook you some chicken real quick. But other than that, that's it. What you about to say?
That sounds good and all, but me thinking like if I possibly was a man, and I have a child, I'd be like, you can't cook that for me, but you can have another man baby and he can marry you. Like, oh.
Okay. Hold on. You said you were married? Hold on. What else? A married part?
What I said was, I could tell a man, oh, I'm not going to cook that dish for you because we're not married. And me in my head, if I was a man, I'd be like, but you got a baby. You had
You
another
can say you say, but that's food. You can say, I learned from my mistakes, and I'm not saying I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to say I'm not going to have sex. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do these things. But there's a
that's
certain
how
amount
you're
of
not a man, baby.
there's a certain amount of access that no other man is going to get until they marry me. See, it's about access. You can't allow access to, because the thing about it is, Alon, that guy right there, you can have this conversation. You can say this. Wait, you telling me you're not going to cook certain things? You're not going to let me touch your butt? Not butt, but you know what I mean, right? Not your butt, but you know what I mean. You're not going to let me do that? You're not going to, we can't not use a condom, but you don't have a whole baby? You could be like, I learned from my mistakes. So because I had a baby by somebody that didn't marry me, wouldn't common sense tell me not to do it again, sir? So hold on. I want you to think about that.
No,
Because
right.
this is good for everybody listening. If you tell a man and say you got 2 kids, right? And your kids are like 7 or whatever, right? 7 years ago. And he's like, wait, you telling me I can't go up in there with no condom? And you got 2 kids? And you say, let me ask you something. If I keep doing the same thing over and over again, I'm gonna have 8 kids. So common sense would tell me and you that, yo, we got to do something different unless the same stuff is going to happen. So I learned from my mistakes. I had kids out of wedlock. You actually think I want to have kids out of wedlock again? I'm learning from my mistakes, sir. So one of my mistakes was letting the condom come off. So because of me being as intelligent and as forward thinking as I am, I'm no longer having unprotected sex until I'm married. So if you have a problem with that, that means you don't respect my standards, my requirements, and my boundaries. So you may just not be the right guy for me, because from what I've learned, men want women who deny access to other men, from other men. So these things are only for my husband. You may not be my husband, sir. We may just be hanging out, having fun, and you over my house all the time. But how do I know that you're going to marry me until you marry me? So when I say husband, I mean husband. And if you don't want to be my husband, I get it. That's why I ain't give you none with no condom on, because your ass ain't my husband. Does that make sense?
It does.
So don't worry about what a dude like, oh, so what? He ain't the one for you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It means something to us. Cause I'm speaking as man. When we be like, yo, let me take this condom off. We be like, yo, I want to feel it. She like, nigga, if you take that condom off, I ain't never calling you again. Damn, why? Because I got requirements. I have standards. And the only man that's ever gonna get this with no condom is my husband. He's gonna be like, okay, excuse me. That's gonna make him either want you more or not want you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You want him to leave you alone if he's gonna waste your time.
Right.
You want him to be like, you know what? I'm finna go then. Bye. Right? Would you rather this man lead you on for like 2 years of your life and put another baby in you and then turn around and say, yo, I don't want to marry you? What? What just happened? I just got tricked. No, you ain't just get tricked. You ain't got no standards. Women don't get tricked by men. Women just don't have no standards.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I was saying, oh, I got tricked because he was like, oh, I want to marry you and everything. But would say that, and now it's like I'm looking back. I'm like, you ain't gave me no ring. You ain't really
Alon,
gave me
any man that ever says, yo, I want to marry you.
without a ring. It's bullshit.
No. Alon. One word. Courthouse.
That's not
Courthouse. Courthouse. You're like, oh, you want to marry me? You pull out your phone and Google courthouse. Where's the closest courthouse? And let Siri say, oh, the closest courthouse is 7 miles and is on so-and-so road. Be like, oh, damn, okay. So when you want to marry me? He can be like, hold on, I want to buy you a ring. I don't care about all that stuff. We go to the courthouse, get married. We all do all this stuff later.
But I wouldn't want to get married like that. I want to get married in the
Well, don't let them take the condom off. It's the whole point.
Oh yeah, I moved past the condom thing.
What I'm saying is, if you don't want to get married, why the hell you were with a man? What is your purpose? What are you doing? You don't want a father for your kid?
I definitely I want to get married. Yeah, I definitely want to get married. I'm not saying I don't want to get married.
All I'm saying is the only way you can tell if a man wants to marry you is what?
If he actually marries me.
If he actually marries you. So if you hear this dude saying, I want to marry you, let's go to the courthouse. And don't act a fool if he like, all right, we can go to the courthouse. Because he may say, all right, let's go. Because don't ask for nothing you ain't ready to have, right?
Right.
But all I'm saying is have requirements, have standards, and have boundaries. You can't get this until you marry me. You can get a little stuff, just can't play my butt. Just can't you can't get in here raw. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things he just, you don't allow him to do certain things. I'm not going to be out here cooking for you, but I will cook every now and then. I will wash your clothes every now and then, right?
Yeah,
you would put your mouth on it every now and then, just so he knows that you can do it, right? You don't put your mouth on it on his birthday or on a full moon. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Only when it's a full moon and on your birthday, I'll do that. But other than that, I ain't doing that. But I want you to know that I will do it every now and then. Does that help?
Yeah, that definitely helps. That was like things I would do like all the time, like it's cooking and cleaning. Like when I say I was cooking, like
that's the problem.
Every day. Like
that's the problem. For a man that don't even want you.
And when I cook, she be like, "Oh, I make the best food. Like, oh, nobody cook like you. Blah blah." So that made me
lying.
Like,
Alon, we don't care about somebody making the best food. We just want some damn food. Do you think I would pick a woman that cooks for me the best and I'm not having sex with her, or a woman that cooks all right food and I am having sex with her? Which woman do I want? Just period.
The one who's all right and you having sex with?
Exactly. So in other words, I don't give a damn about you being the best cook. I'm just happy that you cooking me food and give me some ass. I don't give a damn about all the other stuff. That best cook that ain't giving me no ass, she stay her ass over there. I don't need her. Because you're giving me more access. But I'm not going to marry you because you're giving me all kinds of ass and cooking for me all the time. Do you see how that works?
Right.
I'm going to pick you over the woman that has more boundaries, but I'm not going to marry you. I'm going to leave you alone and go look for the woman that ain't doing the stuff and go marry her when I'm done with you.
Right. Because you feel like I do all this for you,
You'll
and
do it for everybody.
you're not even there. So now you're thinking, oh, I do this for everybody.
You do it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a woman. I don't want a woman that's for everybody.
Yeah.
That don't just mean sex. That means condom. No condom. That means cooking. That all the stuff. You shouldn't allow the typical man to have full access to you.
Yeah. But
You ever had real quick? You ever had an app that gave you some free stuff, but then when you push this, it's like, oh, you got to sign a subscription.
mm-hmm.
That's how a woman needs to be. The app is free. You have this, that, and that. But when it comes to this, that, and that, you got to subscribe. You feel me?
Right. But I really do appreciate, you talking to us, and because me myself, I didn't really grow up with much guidance.
Yeah.
I mean, my father, he was there and everything. We married, had kids, a whole nother family. But he was definitely involved, but never really did give like relationship advice or so.
Yeah.
My mother, I mean, I can't really listen to her because she's single,
Exactly. She ain't got no man. Right.
Single and kind of bitter. And,
yeah.
I was watching a few of your other videos, and I'm like, wow, that sounds like her,
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah.
jealous a little bit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, I never got any of that. So like now I'm getting older and I'm starting, the actual healing process. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I really don't want to pass down the trauma that I received in my childhood and such onto my child.
That's a fact.
On and on and on.
Yeah. But just so y'all know, I have a coaching group, and you can join my coaching group right now if you want to. It's $1. It's $1 to start. For the first 7 days is $1. And tonight we're talking about what is your identity, and we're discussing we have group classes Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we go deep. We're going over 4 books at one time. It's not too overwhelming, but we go through a lot of different things. And if any of you want to join, or whatever you want to do, just send me a DM on Instagram and say, hey, I want to join a coaching group. My Instagram is right there. I am _MrLetGo. And yeah, because that's what I'm here for. Like, I can only do a certain amount of videos, but people don't get everything they need from a video. So I try to be available to you, the people, like in a, and then at the same time, we have a group chat where we're discussing things literally all day long. Like the group chat is going right now. Well, a lot of time, most likely the ladies are in this on Instagram right now watching this, because we go over everything together. If I'm in a clubhouse room, we in a clubhouse room together. If I'm on live, we in live together. So we all kind of like interact with each other literally all day long. Last night, somebody asked me a question at 1:30 in the morning, because it's in a group chat. It's either I'm there and I was still up. So she was like, hey, you still up? She literally was on a date. I don't know. She was in Vegas, so it's all good. So in Vegas, it was 11, 12, 1. It was 10 o'clock at night, right? She was in Vegas, right? So she asked me a question because she was in Vegas with somebody, and she asked me a question, and I was able to answer her right then while she was on a date. But that's how much access you get to me being in the coaching group. But like I said, just send me a DM on MrLetGo. I am _MrLetGo, and do what we need to do. But hang out with us. Xander, what's your name?
Yo, what's going on? Let go. How you doing, bro?
What's going on? How you doing, bro?
Nah, man, you in here dropping the I'm getting an echo, man, on my end. That's why I'm pausing.
Oh, I don't hear an echo here. Hold on, let me mute and see what happens. All right, I'm muting now.
All right. Nah, okay. But yeah, I'm still getting echo. But no, I just was checking you out, man. You telling the young lady right, man. It's important that these young women know the difference between a guy who they just sleeping with versus a guy that's really serious about them, you know. And I like what you're doing, man. You do a good job, Mr. Letgo. That's I ain't gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to, give you a thumbs up, man, and tell you to keep up the good work, man.
I'm up here talking. I realized I forgot I was muted. But yeah, I appreciate you, man, because that's what we got to do, And it's not just the younger women; it's women, period. You know what I'm saying? But especially younger women. You know what I'm saying? We just want to get them the guidance because at the end of the day, I'm not out here telling women how to be better women. I'm just out here telling women what men want and don't want, so they can have a better understanding of men. Because this is something that women don't realize. They'll go to college and do all this other stuff, but they don't prepare for men. You prepare for a job, you prepare for a test, you prepare for college, but women don't ever prepare for men. And this is what's crazy. The most important decision that a woman will ever make in life is her choice of a man.
No, that's you're absolutely right with that right there. And it's not just women, it's women and men, period. People put more effort into choosing their clothes, their cars, and things of that nature, but they don't scrutinize a person that they're gonna sleep with or have a kid with or hook up with. So yeah, that's very important that you sit there and you point that out to people, man. That's like I said, that's good stuff, man. That's pretty much it, man. I just happened upon your channel, man. I was on your channel before Tasha K had came on one time, man.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. But keep up the good work, brother. I'm going to get on out of here, man.
All right, I
Good luck,
appreciate
young
it,
lady.
brother.
Listen to Mr. Let Go. He seemed to got your best interest in heart.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, do y'all realize that y'all can unmute? Do y'all realize that the most important decision that you'll ever make in life is your choice of a man?
They taught us to never depend on a man, rely on a man, be
You see that, right?
do everything yourself. So when
You
it
see
comes
what I'm
to
saying? This is what I'm talking about. Black people, men and women, are ruining other black people.
Mhm.
Don't trust no man. Don't let no man. It's just, and it's the fathers also. They see their little daughter being cute, got some pretty eyes. First thing, gonna be like, oh, don't let no man, don't let. You start warning her about boys and stuff, like they're terrible or they're evil or something.
Yeah, warning them about him.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's so freaking sad. It's sad because it's not just mothers; it's fathers too.
So when it comes to dealing with a man, we ran around with our head cut off.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't taught to, actually rely on a man. And that's one thing that I used to do. I wasn't feminine at all. Like,
Yeah.
I always had, well, I don't want to say always, but since I was 20 years old, I had my own business and everything. So making, a certain amount of money. So it's like, I didn't really need a man financially.
Yeah.
I allowed them to know that. And, I grew up with my mother. She's a single mom and she's high income, $200,000 a year, single black woman. That's a good amount. So like she didn't need a man. I would ask her like, why aren't you married? Like, when you gonna get married? Like, and I'm thinking, I'm 18. I'm like, she not married. You ain't gonna ever get married. Like, I'm gonna have to take care
Yeah.
of you.
I'm the same way. I used to look at my mom like, my mom be sitting there trying to tell me what to do and all this stuff. And I'm like, how you know all this stuff? You ain't did nothing.
But
How you know what men want and what women want and how to do this and you ain't did nothing. I used to look at my teachers the same way. How much money you make? You know about math, but please don't try to like segue into how life and all that because you don't know about life. You in here with us. I know teachers don't make no money. I love teachers. I appreciate teachers, but teach me about the curriculum. Don't tell me about life because you about as lost as me. You ain't making a whole bunch of money. Just focus on what you need to teach me, which is math, science. Don't start telling me all this other stuff. You know, some teachers start telling me, "Oh, you need to do because I don't know you. These freaking people don't know the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad.
I know for a while, like I used to listen to her, and then eventually I was just like, why am I listening to you? You
know, right? But you have to listen to somebody, though. You can't just go through life not listening to nobody. So my question to you is, who are you listening to, or who were you listening to if you weren't listening to your mom?
Who were I listening to?
Yeah.
People that was pretty much going through the same thing as I was. Blindly.
Meaning you're listening to people who got the same problems as you?
Yeah, I was doing it wrong. Definitely blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
And I didn't then I didn't think that anything was really wrong, you know. I didn't allow men to like do things for me. Like I always took care of everything myself. I didn't want them to feel as if I needed them.
Why?
Because I was taught that.
See, you were
to be independent. Yeah, I get it.
See, let me tell y'all something. I'm actually doing a video. Well, I did the video already. I haven't posted it. Where I'm apologizing to Black women because I was running around saying being independent is stupid. Now, being independent is stupid, right? But I have to offer another solution to the independence to trade it with, right? Because if you're on this boat and you're in the middle of the ocean, and I'm like, yo, get out that boat. You got another boat for me to get on? You know what I'm saying? So if your independence is what's helping you survive, I can't just snatch it from you and say it's stupid. I have to offer you something else. And say, instead of being independent, focus on being interdependent. Have y'all ever heard of interdependence?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm going to start doing instead of just saying being independent is stupid. I'm going to teach them how to be interdependent. And that's what we're doing in my coaching group. Instead of just saying being independent is stupid. You know, being a single mom is stupid. Like I have to focus on showing them what to do if I'm going to show them what not to do. I got to do both. So I'm learning myself on how to help women or myself. Does that make sense? So something's going on with one of y'all phone. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys didn't leave here without something that you guys can use. You know what I mean? Instead of just being on here venting and talking mess or whatever. But I'm typing the link to my coaching group in here if y'all want to. And if y'all don't join my coaching group, we still gonna be rolling tonight at 8:00. So it don't make no difference. It's up to y'all. All I'm doing is being available to y'all. So here is, hold on. Group here. What are y'all doing? God damn it, I messed it up. God, I went through all that for no reason. But do y'all have any other questions?
No, I greatly appreciated this.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. I didn't know the whole, don't do. Really.
And hi, Alon. Excuse my manners. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you? Thank you.
I'm fine. Thanks.
Yo, do y'all know I typed all that out and I messed it up?
You gotta redo it.
See, I'm redoing it now. The whole HTTPS crap. www. MrLetGo. All right, so good. So this is the link, and if it doesn't show up in here, just send me a freaking what is it? DM on Instagram. But it should show up right. But yeah, like I said, I'm just making myself available to y'all for whoever needs it or whatever. You know, if you don't want to join, join somebody's stuff. Don't just be out here trying to figure it out on your own, because we all need each other. Okay, I have a coach that I learned from. You feel me? So
Right.
we all have to coach each other up. We can't just be out here by ourselves, because men need to be submitting to somebody also. Some type of system, some type of coach, some type of therapist, some type of mentor, something. So we all need coaching from somebody. Okay?
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. But yeah, just making myself available. And yeah, I'm about to get out of here. So I'm glad. I appreciate y'all pulling up on me.
Yes, definitely. Enjoy you guys' day. All the people in the chat, and MrLetGo and Alon, take care. But I'll definitely click the link and I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna join your group.
Okay, cool. It'll be it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you'll be in a group chat with us. So yeah, we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. But yeah, but however I can help y'all, and if y'all don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at I am_MrLetGo, and that's it.
Okay, you guys, bye.
Bye.
All right, have a good one.